Bora iniciar aqui, galera, nossa saga. Bora!
Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk... talk about anything. You know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but... I'm all right.
If you ever change your mind, the offer's... stands.
Okay, Amakul. I'll keep that in mind. You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the...
Haze, mirrors, we have touched something like your dreams before. The leaf remembers the stem. We have questions. We must know. A killer freed. A predator returned to the woods. You bled and forgave. Why? Should he not suffer for your pain? Compassion for the snake. He killed our beloved. Our weeds tangled. This is not our way. A dam broke. We wept in the dark when your soul slipped away. We feared for you, felt your agony. We could not forgive. We bide our time. We wait. Wake now. We have tending to do.
Whatever's grown over that Audra doesn't look natural.
Envoy. I speak for Paradise. That is all you need to know.
You got lucky with the last one you set free, Envoy. Not sure I'd risk it again.
You spared us. That does not mean that we have lost interest in you. Your mercy for our compatriots has not gone unnoticed. Take this. We deem you worthy. This time, we trust you will remember our gratitude.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwig barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. I didn't ask. The less I know, the better. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwig's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwig's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give...
Oh, one other thing. Did you hear about that expedition team that went missing in the caves north of the city? It's frightful stuff. Can't imagine crawling through caves for a living myself. The ground's been rumbling something fearsome over there, and those roots have been growing like... I hope it's not another strangleroot situation is all I'm saying. Because, anyway, I hope you can lend him a hand. Seems like a bad way... You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
Believe me, that's a relief. Besides, the Steel Garrote's all too eager to take up that mantle.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the freakus.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgar. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend... I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me...
He means that with all due profession.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm? Unless they have their own use for you. That's what's giving me the shakes.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Score. Maybe we'll learn something about your...
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers...
Just mind how close you get. Their experiments don't always go as planned.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of
nobles, scholars, and leeches. All surviving off the work of the farmers who grow...
They're an eccentric bunch. You'll see. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is... We'll find out soon enough. And there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that... Better late than never. Can't give him a reason to go haunting me, right?
So you're planning on straying from the roads, huh? That changes it.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stairs lovely this time of...
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from...
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before... I look forward to hearing what you think the word easy means.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us. That's the spirit. What about you, Marius?
I have, you know, things...
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been.
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting...
Yeah. Who else is gonna show us which mushrooms we can eat, and which ones want to eat?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs, and no hugs.
I hear wiggle room on the sick.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be...
Good to have you with us, Mario.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging.
Would you be a dear and help with these spoilings, please?
Looks like she could use our help.
Let's give her a hand.
You're mine now. Here they come.
Don't get too comfortable. More on the way.
Looking so good.
Fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
No ladders, Envoy. Wouldn't fit in the packs.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
Shoot. That vase is far too high for me, and a ladder would have been perfect. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned. Oh, of course. Why? Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the Godless. But they were here in the Living Lands long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins. The big ones, with spires that look more than a little phallic. A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. They lived in harmony with the land. I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with a land actively trying to kill you. Maybe it was nicer back then. 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just upped and disappeared one day. Fascinating, right? Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp, now that I've a tall, dark, and handsome stranger to help. There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it for me. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me.
Seek!
Right behind you. Yeah.
Show me what you got!
Watch yourself.
Person rock!
Andra's titties, you found? I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas, thankfully you and your little friends came.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not. Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well? Remarkable. An Adiran godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless vase. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to... Thank you for your help, godlike. Even it...
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
It.
I've never seen Emerald stare like this. It's usually so nice.
You told us
As if
that
people
Animancy
weren't hungry
would save
enough.
our crops, and now look. Spoiled on the vine. Zarips won't even touch them.
Animancy is a process. Sick! Well done.
Not bad, Marius. Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the Animancers starving as well, hmm? Or are they sipping tea?
Take it up, godlike.
You're the...
Some believe the gods have abandoned Emerald Stair. And yet, here I am talking to... If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this mark... Really? You know the gods don't exactly favor animants. Some say the old gods aren't here. Or maybe they just don't care for the living land. If you need an animancer, you'll have to clear it with the governor. He lives in the big manor on the far side of town. Let me know if anything strikes your fancy. We don't have much, but the harvest has...
Listen, Kai. I need you to... You to stalk like... Not stomp around like a battle rock.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Galera, finalizar isso aqui e me diz aí o que vocês estão achando do vídeo sem comentário. Estão curtindo? Deixa o likeão aí e se inscrevam. Fui!